Imagine walking into a hospital trusting that your life is in safe hands. But what if behind the white coats and supportive smile there is a hidden world where profit comes before your well-being? Mary walked into hospital with chest pain, 3 unnecessary surgeries, cost many dollars in bills, and 2 years later, she discovered her condition would have been treated with a $12 medication. She is not alone. Imagine being admitted to a hospital not because you are sick, but because a doctor needs to hit their monthly sales target. A 2021 study in the Indian Journal of Medical Ethics found 22% of private hospital admissions were unnecessary, pressured by administrators chasing profit. This isn't healthcare, this is human exploitation. Every year, up to 4 lakhs Americans died from medical error. Every 4 minutes, someone dies from a medical error in America. That's more than car accidents, gun violence, and drug overdose combined. In fact, medical errors are now the 3rd leading cause of death in America, right behind heart attacks and cancer. But what if I told you many were not accidents? They are calculated risk in a $4 trillion industry where your life is nothing. Our healthcare system, the very one designed to save us, is being hijacked. Profit is now put over patients' care. Profit is now put over patients' care. This is not just a few bad apples. This is a system, a machine building to prioritize profit over patients. Let's start with the big question. Healthcare is now a multi-trillion-dollar global industry. In the US alone, healthcare spending topped $4.9 trillion last year. But with all this money flowing, why do so many patients still fall through the cracks? Today we go inside a system where kidneys are paid like crops, students are taught to upsell, and AI replaced empathy. This isn't healthcare, it's a cooperative virus. Behind every syringe, every white coat, and every smiling hospital ad lies a reality many hope you never uncover. Welcome to an industry where patients become data points, kidney becomes supplies, and doctor becomes salesperson. Medical errors are the 3rd leading cause of death in the US. Over 2,50,000 lives lost yearly to preventable mistakes. But here is the truth. More errors aren't individual failures. They are baked into a broken system. An estimated 7,95,000 Americans died or are permanently disabled by diagnostic error each year. Take systematic disrespect, hospital normalizing dangerous shortcuts, racial results, understaffed ward, and ignore safety protocols. We tolerate disrespect because it's embedded into our routines. More than 85% of these errors are due to clinical judgment failure. The most common misdiagnosed conditions are cancer, vascular events like strokes, and infections such as sepsis. A female doctor was one of the good ones. For 15 years, she worked as an emergency physician, fighting to give her patients the care they deserved, but the system had another plans. In a leaked internet email, she wrote to her supervisor, "I cannot in good consciousness continue to see 80 plus patients per shift. This is dangerous. People are going to die." The response from the hospital administration, "Meet your quota or find another job." Our healthcare system is designed for profit, not patient safety. Here is how deep the rabbit hole goes. In India alone, an estimated 5.2 billion medical errors occur each year. According to the British Medical Journal, one person said, "They removed my gallbladder by mistake. I had kidney stones, not gallbladder issues. I will live with this pain forever." Take the case of Anaya, a 32 years old woman in Mumbai who went in for a gallbladder removal and wake up with a missing kidney. The hospital called it a mistake and error. The most commonly misdiagnosed conditions are heart attack, strokes, and cancer, and blood clots. No legal justice. But when patients try to seek justice, they face a tricked system. Medical malpractice cases take an average of 3 to 5 years to resolve. Legal cost often exceeds. Success rate for patient is less than 25%. Even when patient wins, doctors rarely have face license suspension. The system protects doctors and hospital, not patients. We have created a culture where medical errors are treated as learning opportunities rather than preventable tragedies. Hardly ever. Over 80% of malpractice claims globally never result in compensation. Patients face years in court while hospitals protect their own. A study published in the Indian Journal of Medical Ethics found that 22% of private hospital admissions in India were unnecessary, often driven by profit motive or lack of oversight. Patients being told they need urgent surgeries when they don't. The doctor pressurized patient they had blockage and need a stent. Later, another doctor confirmed it was absolutely fine. But the first hospital already billed him over 8 lakh rupees. Our healthcare system is making mistakes at a scale we cannot ignore. Imagine going to 4 doctors and getting 4 different diagnoses. That is not just frustrating, that is life-threatening. You might think, surely law protects patients. The reality is far uglier. Only about 20 to 30% of medical malpractice lawsuits result in win for the patient. One victim said in an recent interview, "It felt like I was fighting not just for myself, but with the entire system designed to protect itself, not me." Your treatment depends not on your disease but on your insurance and wallet. Doctors in private hospitals often work under sales target. Yes, target to meet quotas for producers and administration. Does this patient need surgery or does the hospital need revenue? Over 50% of spine surgeries and 34% of knee replacement are medically inappropriate. Why hospital profit for faculty fees for surgeries? Even elite institutes push them, and doctors trapped in packed deals, kickbacks for using hospital-owned labs and pharmacies. An estimated 10 to 20% of all surgeries performed in the US are unnecessary. Heart procedures show the highest rates of treatment. Back surgeries have a 40% failure rate, yet they are increasing annually. The most overperformed procedures, stunts with over 2 lakhs unnecessary procedure yearly. One doctor, a surgeon, broke his silence in 2023. "I was pressurized to perform at least 15 bypass surgeries per month to meet my hospital revenue targets. When I questioned whether a patient truly needed them, I was told, 'Would you rather they die for a heart attack or should we prevent it?' It sounds noble, but many of these patients have minimal blockage that could be managed with medicines. Doctors receive bonuses for hitting referral quotas. Hospitals pay kickbacks for using special medical devices. Pharmaceutical companies provide consulting fees to doctors who prescribe their drugs. Imaging creators offer profit sharing to referring physicians. An ICU bed in India can cost 1 to 2 lakh per day. In the US, even a MRI single scan can cost $3,000. The same scan in Japan, $98. The organ transplant system designed to save lives has become a marketplace where the wealthy buy their way to front of the line and the poor are manipulated into sell their body pieces by price. Sometimes we do what fills the hospital bed, not what heals the patient. A single mother from LA was approached by a medical cooperator. While visiting her diabetic son at the hospital, she was offered to donate a kidney, money she desperately needed for her son's care. The illegal organ donation occur in the US, 12,000 illegal transplants. Poor immigrants and minorities are specially targeted. Organs are often under questionable emergency consent procedure. The black market value of human organ exceeds 1 billion yearly. We knew where those organs come from. Everyone knew, but they were perfect match for wealthy patients, so we can look the other way. I still cannot sleep at night. But the darkest is this organ transplant fraud. Illegal kidney trade racket burst in Delhi. Poor men paid 50,000 for kidney sold at 30 lakhs. India's black market for organ is one of the world's largest. Despite patient and poor, and a medical mafia is between. Hospital give doctor commission for pushing surgeries. It's not medicine, it's a racket. One doctor, 100 plus patients one day, 6 minutes per visit. Outcome misread tests, misused symptoms, and AI sold as a revolution but used for unsupervised diagnosis to cut costs. How can a doctor see 100 patients in one single day and still provide care? Answer: they can't. Many diagnostic labs hand out commission-based reports. You heard right. The more they find, the more they earn. Fake test reports, unnecessary scans, and package are not only unethical, they are deadly. An internal medicine physician kept a secret log of his daily patient encounter. On his busiest day, he saw 127 patients. That's an average of 3.8 minutes per patient, including that time indeed to review charts, make diagnoses, and write prescriptions. Let's break down a typical day for a doctor. 6 a.m. Review 30 patients, chart 1 minute each. 7 a.m. Hospital rounds 15 critical ill patients, 8 minutes each. 9 a.m. Clinical appointments, 45 patients, 6 minutes each. 1 p.m. emergency calls and consultants. 4 p.m. insurance paperwork and others. 7 p.m. finally hits home. A doctor who quit practicing medicine in 2024 wrote in her resignation letter, "I become a doctor to heal people, not to be a drug dealer for pharmaceutical companies, a revenue generator for hospitals. This system has turned us into something we never wanted to be. My doctor don't look up from his computer. She diagnosed my tumor as stress in 90 seconds. Meanwhile, pathology scams thrive. Fake reports, unnecessary tests, and 40 to 60% commission given to doctor for sending patient to certain labs. It starts early. Medical students are often forced into this unethical system from day one. Many entered medicine to heal but find themselves trapped in a machine that values money over moral. One young doctor shared, "We are told to see as many patients as possible, push expensive treatment, and not question the system. If you speak up, you risk your career." Medical schools tolerate unethical faculty because approval bodies ignore hidden curricula. Students witness racism, then learn stay silent to survive. As one graduate's speech revealed, we learn ethics from professors and how to violate them. From day one, medical students are taught meet quota, upscale drugs, and don't question the chain of demand. We are trained to prescribe, not to care. One junior doctor shared, if we don't push unnecessary treatment, we risk our internship. They don't become bad people. The system trained them to become bad doctors. Pharmaceutical companies spend over 30 billion annually on marketing to doctors. Doctors become prescription machines while patients swallow pills they don't need. The pharmaceutical industry plays a huge role. Over medication. Patients are prescribed drugs they don't need, often become pharma companies lobby doctors in hospital. Doctors are sometimes reduced to prescribed writers, pressured to push the latest, most expensive drugs. Take the case of antidepressants. In 1988, 33% of Americans were taking antidepressants. Today it's over 13%. Did we suddenly become four times more desperate? Pharmaceutical companies don't sell drugs, they sell disease. They convince doctor and patient that normal human experience, sadness, anxiety, aging are medical conditions required expensive treatments. The rise of the internet and AI have brought new danger. Fake online medical advice is everywhere, and AI generated diagnoses are being used without proper supervision. This can lead to dangerous mistakes and algorithm miss critical humans. Today, millions turn to Google, YouTube, and TikTok for medical advice, but fake experts in AI generator unsupervised diagnose. AI can help, but unsupervised use lead to dangerous mistakes. AI diagnosed a spine as bad posture. The patient is now paralyzed. AI diagnosed a spine as bad posture. The patient is now paralyzed. Worse, 60% of online specialists are unlicensed. The FDA banned 12 apps last month after 14 deaths. Not all doctors are guilty, but the system is sick. One doctor said, I quit surgery after being told to operate on healthy species. My colleague exposed pathology fraud and lost his license. These heroes need protection because medicine don't heal when doctors are silent. Some brave doctors do speak up, but many lost their license or face harassment. Yet these are the true heroes risking everything to put patient first. Let's be clear, not every doctor is guilty. Most enter medicine to help people, but the system itself is sick. Until we address these systematic issues, patient will continue to suffer. I saved lives, I got suspended. But not every doctor has surrounded the system. Around the country, brave physicians are rising their careers to expose the truth. In 2023, one doctor said, I have personally witnessed colleagues perform unnecessary heart procedures on patients who would have been treated with medicine. When I reported this to hospital administration, I was told to mind my own business. When I do this, my patient load was reduced and I was eventually forced to resign. Doctor lost her medical license after exposing unnecessary cancer screening at hospital. Doctor was found employed of violating a non-discriminatory cause who have spoke about patient safety. Doctors faced death threats after revealing pharmaceutical kickback schemes. What you can do? Demand transparency. Ask, is this treatment necessary? Get second opinion from non-profit hospitals. Pressured politicians. Demand laws criminalizing patient quota and organ trafficking. Share your story. Break the silence is the first step. Together we can demand a healthcare system that puts patient before profit. Remember, your health is your right. Don't let anyone treat it like a business. Thank you for watching.